All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle one of the biggest, most important questions of our time. In this age of AI, how do you not just survive, but actually thrive? Because let's face it, the ground is shifting under our feet, and it's shifting fast. It's time to figure out where we all stand. So, this is the question, right? This is the one that keeps so many of us up at night. You can't help but feel this little hum of anxiety in the back of your mind, that some new algorithm is just going to make everything we know how to do totally obsolete. And you know what? That's not a crazy thing to worry about. It's a real concern. But the answer, well, it's probably not what you're thinking. And this right here is the absolute key. If you take one thing away from our time together, let it be this. The real threat isn't the technology itself. It's not some robot overlord. The real competition is the person, your peer, your colleague, who learns how to use AI like a master craftsman uses their best tool. They're the ones who are going to have a massive advantage. Okay, so to really get a handle on this, we have to appreciate the sheer scale of what we're living through. I mean, this isn't just another shiny new app or a cool tech trend. This is a fundamental rewiring of our entire economy, of everything. Take a look at this number, $2.5 trillion. That's a huge number, right? To put it in perspective, that's the combined market value of every single company in South Korea. All of them. Now, here's the wild part. NVIDIA, just one company that makes the computer chips that power this whole AI revolution, is worth double that. The amount of money pouring into AI is just astronomical, and believe me, it's not slowing down. So when you have that kind of money, that kind of momentum, you can bet the old rules of work are just getting tossed right out the window. We are in a brand new era now, and it demands a completely different way of thinking about where our value comes from. And this slide just nails the shift perfectly. For so long, the whole game was about having the right answer. It was about how well you could execute a task, how good your technical skills were. But now, AI can come up with answers way faster than we can. The new game, the place where humans shine, is in asking the right question. It's about defining the problem in the first place, getting to the very essence of what needs to be solved, and then creatively figuring out how to point the technology at it. So, when you're staring down a change this big, what's the one thing you have total control over? It's your mindset. It's a simple choice. If you look at this whole thing with fear, then for you, it will be a crisis. You'll shut down, you'll resist. But if you can look at it with a sense of openness, with curiosity, well, then it becomes an incredible opportunity. And that's a choice you get to make. So if asking the right questions is the new game, then where in the world do those brilliant questions come from? Well, they come from the one place AI can never, ever go: your unique, irreplaceable human core. This is what you need to zero in on. Forget your job description for a minute. Forget the list of tasks you do every day. Ask yourself, what is the essence of my work? What's the fundamental human purpose? See, for a marketer, it's not just running campaigns. It's about deeply understanding human connection. For a programmer, it isn't just writing code. It's about creatively solving a real person's problem. That essence is where your real job security is. And the way you find that essence is by tapping into the one thing that belongs only to you. It's not your skills. Someone else can learn those. It's your story. It's that unique mix of experiences, perspectives, wins, and failures that you've collected over your entire life. That is your superpower. It's completely non-replicable. Exactly. An AI can scrape every bit of data on the internet, but it doesn't have your memories. It hasn't felt what you felt. Your personal history, your journey, allows you to see connections and ask questions that are totally original to you. And that originality is what creates true value that no machine can ever duplicate. Okay, so we know what we need to do. We need to focus on that deep, human, essential work. Simple enough, right? Well, there's a problem, a big one. Doing that kind of thinking requires deep, uninterrupted concentration. And in our world today, our brains aren't really wired for that anymore. I mean, let's just be real about it. Our brains are fried. We are constantly swimming in a sea of notifications, pings, dings, and an endless scroll of content that an algorithm picked just to grab our attention for one more second. Every spare moment is filled with digital noise, and it's left us with almost no space for the quiet, deep thinking this new world demands. We've literally trained ourselves for distraction. And there's actually some brain science behind this. It's called dopamine tolerance. Basically, we've gotten our brains so used to the constant little rewards, the likes, the new emails, the funny videos, that we've built up a tolerance.
It takes more and more stimulation to feel engaged. And that makes those low dopamine activities, like thinking hard about a single problem or reading a book, feel incredibly boring and almost physically painful to start. So what do we do about it? You have to do a reset, a dopamine detox. You need to give your brain a chance to get back to its baseline. Just pick one day, and on that day, unplug from everything. No social media, no internet browsing, no junk food, no easy dopamine hits. You have to let yourself be bored. It sounds kind of awful, I know, but it lets your brain's receptors heal. Then, when you come back, you can do it on your terms, with intention, not just out of mindless habit. You'll get your focus back. Okay, so once we've started to reclaim our ability to focus, we can finally start to approach this technology from a place of real strength. And that brings us to the final and, I think, the most exciting part, changing our entire relationship with AI.
This is it. This is the new mantra. Trying to compete with AI at calculation or data processing is a game you will lose every single time. So why play it? The real path forward isn't to compete. It's to collaborate. It's to learn how to coexist with it, to wield it as the most incredible tool humanity has ever invented, and use it to amplify all those things that make you uniquely human.
So, the main thing to remember is this. Your future isn't something that's just going to happen to you. You are an active participant here. The kind of expert you become, the value you're able to create 5 or 10 years from now, it all comes down to the relationship you choose to build with this technology, starting today.
Because at the end of the day, that's all AI is. It's a tool. It's like a hammer or a computer. It has no goals, no creativity, no story of its own. All of the power, all of the potential is in the hands of the person using it. So the question we should be asking isn't, what is AI going to do to us? The real question is, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to build?